Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I get started with this lesson, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. Peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect pushing this word throughout the four corners of the earth in truth, righteousness, and sincerity. To you I say shalom. This is your brother Yeshaya coming at you again through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And the title of this lesson will be You Can't Get Around Prophecy. All right. And we're just going to go ahead and jump right in with Habakkuk 2 and verse 3. And it reads, For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Right. And the vision, right, which is prophecy that's written within these scriptures, right, the Holy Bible, right, is inevitable, is going to come to pass, it's just only a matter of time, right? It's not a matter of who, what, where, all the rest of the W's, right? How, even though that's not a W, but it's still a W category. It's a matter of when, right? When will this happen? And we're seeing that we're entering these end times because what does it say? But at the end, they shall speak and not lie. And what we're seeing right now, we're seeing prophecy just popping off, man. We're seeing in the news, everything that the scriptures is telling us or has told us about what is to come. We're seeing it happen or talked about in the news. We're seeing a lot more of these Babylonians speaking about it. A lot of these truthers, right? These Edomite truthers or whatever, right? Talking about it. This is in the minds of the people now. The end of the world, World War III, the MOTB, right? All these things is being talked about, right? This is a controversy, right? But it says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, right? And we're seeing the Most High ain't holding back. He's not tarrying. For a while, Jake was out here saying, oh, this ain't gonna happen until, my great 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 grandchildren or another 50 years from now, another 100 years from now. Nah, that's what Jake hopes. Jake hopes it don't happen until another 50 years or 100 years once they're long and gone. But nah, this is gonna happen in your lifetime, right? Scriptures tell you that. Let me get it real quick. This generation shall not pass. Let me get it real quick. Matthew 24 and verse 34. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. You see? And that's talking about now. Excuse me. Jake has his mindset that they ain't going to suffer or they ain't going to go through what's written in the scriptures. They ain't going to go through Jacob's trouble. They ain't going to have to deal with accountability and the consequences of their actions. But nah, this is going to happen in your lifetime, Jake. We're seeing everything, man. We're seeing how the playing field is set up. And we know that this is the end. All right? The vision is speaking. Now, let's go from here to Numbers 23 and verse 19. It says, The Most High is not a man that he should lie, neither the Son of Man that he should repent. Hath he said, and shall he not do it? Or hath he spoken, and shall he not make it good? Exactly. So the Most High is the one that's saying this. Yahweh, the power of the earth, the power of the universe, is saying this. And he's not a man that he should lie. He is bound by his word. He told us that all these things are going to happen. World War III, the MOTB, Jacob's trouble, nuclear destruction, right? And at the end, what? The kingdom of heaven. He told us all these things is going to happen. So they are going to happen. Like I said in the beginning, it is only a matter of time, right? So let's get another precept. Let's go to, as a matter of fact, let's go to 2nd Ezra. 2nd Ezra 16. and 14. It says, "Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is the fire is kindled, and shall not be put out, till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again." Right? So the arrows are already shot. The arrows are being shot right now. The plagues. And plagues are hitting this world, man. Not just America. We're seeing it hit, a lot of these westernized countries, a lot of these other countries, are being hit with uh, uh economic woes, famines, diseases, right? Pestilences, you know, uh, earthquakes, crazy ass earthquakes, record breaking earthquakes, right? And now that we're entering a time of a hurricane season, we're gonna start seeing more and more, more and more deaths worldwide. Shit, and now we're gonna start entering into a new year, a new election year. Hey, who knows what's gonna happen in this year coming up, man? The Most High can ramp these times up even more. The scriptures talk about how He's gonna speed up the times for the elect's sake, right? That's exactly what we see Him doing. Day in and day out, man, we're seeing the Most High work, man. The Most High is busy, right? Just by what we see in the news, things is moving quick, and what we see in amongst Israel, right? Just showing you this is the end times, man. There's so many things we can point to, so many signs that we can, highlight uh, to show you that this is the end. And if you can't see it, then you're blind, man. There's nothing really we can do to help cure your eyes, man. You're gonna have to get that eye salve. You're gonna have to ask the Most High for that vision if you're part of the elect, right? Because this thing is only for the elect at the end of the day, right? So let me see. Verse 17, it says, woe is me, who would deliver me in those days? So Ezra is saying, woe is me, hey, who's going to deliver me in that time? He saw the destruction, he saw the mayhem, the chaos, right? The hopelessness in the people or in the events that's taking place, right? To the point where even Ezra was scared. But we know that the elect are going to be delivered. The elect are going to be taken care of in those days. Out of all that chaos and madness that's going to be happening during Jacob's trouble, the elect are going to be taken care of. The Most High is going to set that hedge of protection around the elect so they can make it all the way to the end, right? To inevitably be delivered. But verse 18, it reads, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils, and what shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. So all these things are going to come upon the earth are scourges for amendment, right? For you Jakes to wake the fuck up. But what does it say in verse 20? But for all these things they shall not turn away from the wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. You see? And we're gonna see in that time, man, Jake is still gonna be, in their bullshit. You're gonna have some Jake, start coming back and seeking the Lord. But even amongst some of them, you're gonna have some of those Jakes, doubling down, seeking their idols for help, seeking to Jesus Christ, Allah, Buddha, all these other idols and shit that has no benefit and no profit and no power, right? But now let's go from here to Isaiah Isaiah 29 and 15. It says, actually not that, Salakia, not that. I don't know why I chose that. Let's go to Ezekiel 7, Salakia. Ezekiel 7, and I'll start at verse 3. It says, "Now is the end come upon thee, and as a matter of fact, I'm gonna start at the top. Ezekiel 7 and 1. Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Also thou, son of man, thus saith the Lord power unto the land of Israel, and the end is come upon the four corners of the land. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and I will recompense upon thee all thine abominations." So Jacob's going to be judged for all the abominations and the atrocities, not the atrocities, but the iniquities that they have committed here upon earth, here in their lives, and even in the past lives. They're going to be judged, right? It says Israel, right? And put that, note that. That time is coming, man. Jacob's trouble is coming. The prophecy will be fulfilled. Prophecy will happen. Whether you like it or not. The scriptures say, what if some did not believe? Let me get that. I think I spelled that right. Yep. Romans 3 and verse 3, it says, "For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? God forbid." So it's telling you, hey, even though you don't believe in this thing, even though you say, "Oh, this ain't gonna happen," right? That y'all mock and scoff at the men of the Lord, y'all mock and scoff at the word of the Most High, the prophecies. It's still Prophecy is still gonna come to pass. Just because you say it ain't gonna happen doesn't mean it's not gonna happen, right? The scriptures say, "Let every man, let the Most High be true, and every man be a liar." Roughly paraphrasing, right? So y'all here denying the Lord, denying the work, the word of the Lord. Y'all gonna be confounded when that time comes. Y'all gonna be looking foolish. Y'all gonna be looking stupid in that day. Y'all gonna be asking yourselves, why didn't I listen? Y'all gonna be, woulda, coulda, shoulda. But it's gonna be too late. It says, I'm gonna read this again. Romans 3 and verse 3. "For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? God forbid. Yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar." I quoted that, but it was right here. It says, "Let the Most High be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged." Right. So now from here, because you got Esau, right? You got Esau trying to, I guess you could say, not be held accountable for his actions, right? You got, in the book of Nahum, I believe it's 1. Yep. 1 and 3, it says, "Yahweh is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked." So you ain't going to be acquitted, Esau. You ain't going to be held innocent. You ain't going to be, you know, what they say in the law. You say, there's a certain term, whenever you get like a misdemeanor or something, you can go to hire. You can hire a lawyer, and you can get your whole record expunged. That's the word, expunged, right? So Esau, you're all the list of atrocities and sins and just this whole track record of iniquity that you have committed is not going to be expunged. You're going to be held accountable to every last bit of that, right? It says, "And Yahweh had his way in the whirlwind and in the storm and the clouds of the dust of his feet," just showing his power, right? Now, just touching on Esau real quick, let's get Proverbs 21, verse 30, because like I said, he's trying to prolong his kingdom, but he's not going to be able to. This is Proverbs 21 and verse 30. It says, "There is no wisdom, nor understanding, nor counsel against Yahweh." Right. And there's another precept where it says, let me get it real quick. Salakia, I didn't mean to get that.
Shalom.
Salakia. Let's get Proverbs. What was it? 19. 19 and verse 21. It says, there are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of Yahweh, that shall stand. You see? So Esau's got all these ideas. Jake got all these ideas, talking about how they're going to establish themselves in America, that whenever the economy collapses, Esau's going to bring in, the digital dollar and all this and that they're going to be able to have that investment already put into that system so they can propel themselves into a higher position. That's not going to happen, Jake. All your ideas, all your thoughts is not going to come to pass. Whatever the Most High has set up, that's what's going to come to pass. Same thing with you, Esau. You trying to establish your NWO, trying to reign supreme over the earth. All that is going to be cut short, man. Right? The scriptures talk about how in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. So once you're about to reach that power, once you're about to accomplish your enterprise, you're gonna be, confounded. You're gonna be in distress. You're gonna be in anguish, right? Because Yahweh Shai, he's coming and he's coming to take everything. He's taking all the crowns. He ain't gonna leave one crown to Russia, right? To Japheth, to Gog and Magog, right? He ain't gonna leave a crown to them, and they're gonna come back later and take over again. No, he's taking all the crowns, right? So now let's get Psalm 17 verse 13. Salakia. Psalm 17 and verse 13, it says, arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. You see, disappoint him, cast him down. This is exactly what's going to happen. And that's all according to prophecy. America will be taken down. These Edomites, they will be dethroned. Right? Pursuant to 2nd Ezra 9 and 6, I believe. 2nd Ezra 9 and 6. Oh no, I think it's 6 and 9. Salakia. Right. As a matter of fact, I'm going to start at 7. It says, Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of times? Or what shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? Talking about the era. Right now, this is Esau's era, the era of the Gentiles, right? The scriptures talk about to the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. And we're seeing that time period be fulfilled right now. The scripture also say that he set bounds that he cannot pass. Meaning Esau is a damn pit bull on a damn shot collar. You have a certain perimeter. There's a certain perimeter that this dog can only go. He can do whatever he wants within that perimeter. And even then, he still has a limit of what he can do. Right? So the Most High has a perimeter to where he's not able to extend himself. He's not going to be able to go past that. And that includes time. Right? So it says, Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or what shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. So that was a sign. That was an omen. Right? Whenever that happened. Meaning that Esau is going to be ruling, and then us, being Jacob, the Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, are going to have next in rulership. Right? Verse 9, it says, for Esau is the end of the world, the end of this era of the world of the Gentiles, the world of Esau, right? It says, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, meaning we got next. Once Esau's dethroned, Esau's taken down, we got next, right? Then it's time for us to have that kingdom established, right? And Esau's in a trick bag. This his whole everything that he's doing. All the plotting and scheming. You know, it's all the will of the Lord. The Most High has to make this story interesting. He's the antagonist, right? We're the protagonist. The protagonist always is like the underdog, always fighting, always got to deal with a lot of bullshit, always in the grit and the grime. But then they end up what? Surpassing all that, right? The antagonist always has it easy, always has it made. He's ruling. He's in his power. But what happens? He gets confounded by the underdog, the weak, which is us, right? And Esau right now, he's afraid because he knows that our big brother Yahweh Shai, he's coming. And he's coming to judge and and execute judgment on the planet Earth. Because Esau knows that he hasn't been ruling righteously. He understands this. But the problem was that he didn't, what's that scripture say? He didn't consider the latter end, right? He didn't consider that he would eventually have to pay for all the shit that he has, allotted. All the shit that he has accumulated, right? He has a tab that he has been accumulating. But now he's gonna have to pay for that tab, man. You have written a check you can't cash, man. So now them loan sharks are coming after you, man. And that's Yahweh Shah, right? But it says, but the point I was gonna get was Proverbs 20 and 24. It says, man's goings are of Yahweh. How can a man then understand his own way? Right. So Esau's ways, the way the Most High has him moving, that's all the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, right? He's going to fight against the angels. He's going to cause World War III. He's going to enforce the MOTB. Everything that's written in the in prophecy is going to come to pass, right? The scriptures say, let me get this real quick, and I'll close it off with this. Didn't want to make this too long. This is Isaiah 34 and 16. It says, seek ye out of the book of Yahweh and read. No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate. From my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them. Meaning the prophecies. Not one is going to fail, man. Not one. So where else are you going to receive future events that's written 2,000 plus years ago? Nowhere. The Book of the Dead don't have it. The Quran doesn't have it. Whatever the hell the Buddhists use, that don't have it. None of these other religions have the truth as far as prophecy or anything really. The truth is within the holy scriptures, right? The Bible, right? And everything that's written in the Bible is going to come to pass, right? So the only way to and I always say this, but the only way to escape or defend yourself or protect yourself in these times is to seek cover and shelter under Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Because he's the one that's going to do the protecting. He's the one that's going to be, guiding our ways, guiding our steps to be able to endure in these times that we're quickly approaching. Right? So that's pretty much it. That's all I have in this lesson. I pray this lesson was edifying. I'm going to go ahead and close it out by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. Peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect, pushing his word throughout the four corners of the earth in truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Until the next time, I'm going to say, Shalom, Kwam Yasha Allah.